Hello everybody and welcome to the channel. It's Paulie ESTHER here, and this is my second YouTube channel called Paulie Pops, where I make videos about my hobby of collecting these Funko Pop figures you see here behind me. Well, today kicked off Niagara Falls Comic Con, and I decided to go down there because there were some celebrity guests that I wanted to get their autographs, and I also wanted to go see Top Pops because I know Top Pops has some pretty fair prices, and he sets up at this convention annually, so I wanted to check out what he has. If you don't know who Top Pops is, I mean, who doesn't know who Top Pops is? He is the most subscribed Funko Pop YouTuber with over 1 million subscribers. So, yeah, I decided to go on the Friday, hoping that it wouldn't be too big of a crowd there. And some mistakes were made. This is my first convention I've gone to post-pandemic. And I wanted to wait until the last minute to buy my ticket because I thought, well, if some of the celebrities that I want to see cancel, I may not want to go. So I went to try to buy my ticket the night before, convinced that the guests I wanted to see were there, and they had stopped online sales. So I said, okay, well, I guess I'll buy a ticket at the door the next day. So I went there the next day, and there was this line wrapped around the building. Two lines, actually. One wrapped around the building of people who had tickets, and one shorter line of people who were waiting to buy tickets. And so I needed a ticket. I got in the line to buy a ticket, only to find out that we had to wait until all of the ticket holders got into the convention before we would be allowed to buy tickets, assuming that the fire marshal would allow that many people in. So I had to wait about 45 minutes in line just to watch all the ticket holders queue into the building, then buy my ticket. I got off to a bad start. Plus, it was more money at the door to buy a ticket to get in than it was online the night before. So I was kicking myself about that. We got off to a bad start. So it was only open from 3 until 8 on the Friday. So, yeah, I got there around 3:15. I didn't get in the door until 4, and we had this short window of time to do stuff. I wound up waiting in 2 different autograph lines for 3 hours, which didn't leave a lot of time to shop anywhere. So I did finally find Top Pop's booth, and I looked over what he was getting there. I knew I wanted to get some of his sodas because he is a Funko Soda collector, unlike me, even though I buy sodas that are open from other people. So he tries to get all the chases, and he winds up buying a lot of extras in pursuit of those 1 in 6 chase figures from the sodas. And so he sells off his open sodas that are common doubles that he needs for about $10 a piece. So I bought this Ash, and then I looked over his table of regular Funko Pops that he had, some for $10 each. Nice Ash soda, really like that one. Ash Williams from Evil Dead. Very happy to get this one for sure. And so I found 3 Pops that I wanted off his $10 table. And I think I've actually seen him buy the 2 of these Pops in videos and thought, man, that's a great price. So the two of them that I got off his table was I got the Sherman from Sherman and Peabody. The glasses look like they might be a little bit crooked, and the box has some wear, but it looks okay in a Protecto. This is a pretty, you know, I never see this. I've been wanting Peabody and Sherman for a while. I never see this Pop, and for him to sell it for $10 was a great price given the condition. I think it's around a $40 Pop. And the same thing with this one, the Destro from G.I. Joe. This is a 2017 fall convention. I think both of these in the Pop Price Guide are $40, but he had them for $10. Again, the boxes are kind of beat. They look better than they are in these Protectos. But I thought for $10 each for these, and they would be good placeholders, you know, till I could get a better one for sure. Yeah, I don't know if you could see it. And I don't think here on the left-hand side, the top, you can kind of see the box crinkles there in the light. So a little beat up, but $10 each for $40 Pops. I thought that was a great price. And then I looked over some other things that he had there, and I bought this hopper, but I didn't check my app. I already have it. I'm trying to get some of the older Stranger Things Pops. Didn't need this one. It is a cool pop, though. So that got me to the $40 threshold where you got to spin a wheel. So Tristan, Top Pops, he had this wheel set up. Give it a spin and you could win a prize. And I won some Top Pops swag. I got these stickers here. So I just stuck them in the back of these just to remind me that these were from his collection. Pops that appeared in previous videos of his. And I also got this Top Pops pin as part of my swag. And so I wanted to shop some more, but I also had to figure out how I was going to make my money stretch, because it was pretty much a cash only convention. Even at the door to buy my ticket, it was cash. So I had to go get my autographs, secure my autographs, and I told Top Pops I would be back and he would probably get most of my money. I find often that, especially at these Comic Cons, that the prices are quite inflated, and you know, you can't get the best deals that you can get at other places. But you know, that's to be expected. They pay a lot of money for their booth vendor fees there. But Top Pops had great prices, and I knew that I was just going to spend most of my money there. So I went and did my autograph thing for about 3 hours, and I came back as the convention had, geez, I don't know, about 15 minutes left before it closed up at 8. And I went shopping through Top Pop stuff, and I got a bunch more sodas. So let me quickly show you which ones I got here. I got Elvira, Mistress of the Dark. I was very excited to see this one pop, that a soda that I wanted, and I was hoping that he had an extra of this one, and he did. And then I got about a dozen other sodas here. Let me grab them and show you really quick. Wow, we'll just rifle through all of these. But I don't collect sodas. Uh-oh, who'd I drop? I dropped this one. I don't collect sodas, right? For a guy who doesn't collect sodas, I got about 80 of them now. Well, son of a gun. Give me a minute. We haven't thought this out. Okay, a little more organized here now. So I met Top Pops, obviously, and I also met his friend Nate, and both of his parents were there as well. Noah was not there. Maybe Noah will be there on the weekend. So let's go through these sodas that I picked up. I got Rick from Rick and Morty here. All commons. These are all Top Pops extras, so I'm happy to pick them up. But I don't collect the chases, and I certainly don't want to be tempted to go down this rabbit hole of buying multiple sodas and ending up in the position that most of these collectors do, where they have all these extras that they have to sell at a loss. This is Muttley from the Wacky Races Hanna-Barbera cartoon. You know I'm a Hanna-Barbera fan, so pretty happy to get that one. There's Muttley. And I teased Tristan with this one here. Pete, the arch nemesis of Mickey Mouse. This is one that Tristan, I've watched him open this one in his videos about 8 or 9 times in his pursuit to get the chase, and he never did. Wow, that is a big, heavy soda. So he's got so many of these. Pete the cat. He's got so many of these doubles. So I teased him about how many of these he had. And I told Nate, I said, well, I guess I'll take one of these off of his hands because he's got so many. It seems like the right thing to do. And Nate said, yeah, that'd be nice. So I also got this one here, the Great Garloo. This is a toy from back in the day. Remote control toy. Very cool, the Great Garloo. I have another video about the Great Garloo later on. We're not going to go through talk about any of the piece counts, any of that. Just going to keep it simple here. Fleagle. This is Fleagle from the Banana Splits. I have some of these in black light, but not the normal ones. So, the Fleagle. This was the first Sid and Marty Krofft thing to appear on TV, which, you know, got the deal where they could spin off into H.R. Puffin stuff and Sigmund the Sea Monster and everything like that. But the first thing they did for TV was the Banana Splits to introduce the Hanna-Barbera cartoon hours. So that's pretty interesting. Here I come to save the day. Mighty Mouse is on his way. They're all commons. No need to look at any of the Pogs or anything. And they're, international editions on some, U.S. editions on others. Mighty Mouse, he's kind of short, but I guess, Mighty Mouse is small. Staying in that superhero theme, we got good old Superman himself. is a nice looking figure here. Gives me those Christopher Reeves vibes. Superman. And I already have the Oompa Loompa that I picked up off of somebody else. So it seemed proper to get Willy Wonka. Somebody else was selling off their open duplicate of the Oompa Loompa, so I got Willy Wonka to go with him. And also another Hanna-Barbera character. Meet George Jetson. I have Rosie the robot from this series. I don't know if they've made anybody else. Might have made Astro, but sure. Meet George Jetson. His boy Elroy. Alright. And we got this one, another horror one. The creature from the Black Lagoon. He did have a Demogorgon. I couldn't remember if I had it or not because I remember seeing him open it in the video and I was like, do I have it or am I just remembering him opening it? So I didn't get the Demogorgon soda. Creature from the Black Lagoon. That's a nice looking one there for sure. Happy to get that one. He had so many sodas, I had to show some restraint. I could have bought much more than this, but I was, trying to stay within my budgetary concerns. Now, this one I will talk about the piece count. This is 4,000 only, and this is Webley. So, Funko sponsors a baseball stadium in Washington State, and this is the mascot for the team, Webley. So they made a soda of him. Only 4,000 of these. And then when you consider that they have chases, the commons are even more rare. It winds up being 1 out of, what, 3350. So that's Webley. Pretty cute there. Webley the frog with a baseball in his mouth for the Aqua Sox. The Everett Aqua Sox, I believe, is the name of the minor league baseball team that they sponsor. And here's the last two that I got. I was a little surprised at these, that he had them, actually, because I think this is one of the first sodas ever made. Robin out of 7,500. I think this was the first wave. Wonder Woman, Batman, and Robin, I believe, from 2020 when they first started selling sodas. And he had a couple of these. So there's the original Robin. So that's a pretty low piece count, I think. This was when sodas were just starting out. Now, I mean, you see these are out of 7,500. The Superman here is out of 15,000. So they've like doubled their business on the production runs. Another early one is the Lino. I don't know if this is like second release or, how early on in the run, but I know this is a pretty early one. That's the Thundercats Lino. So I think that's it. That's all the sodas that I picked up from him. And then because I had spent another $120 on these sodas, I got 3 spins of the wheel. And on the wheel, I got 3 prizes. One was pick a soda for free. So I wound up grabbing Cusco here that I hadn't gotten already. So that was an extra soda that I got. Cusco from The Emperor's New Groove. Love that movie. It's a great Disney movie. And then I got to pick a free $10 pop. There weren't too many $10 pops that I needed, but I did get this one because I don't have many of the Encanto pops. So it's Abuela Alma Madrigal from Encanto. I only have a couple of Encanto pops. I didn't have any from the main wave. I just have a couple of the glow-in-the-dark second releases. So I thought, well, this will help me start to put together my Encanto set. So I got that one for free from my wheel spin. And then the last thing that I got was I won a mystery bag. He had a lot of mystery bags on the table, each containing a pop, and some also had like a slip in it that you could get another prize. So like it would be, say something like free soda. You open it up and you have a pop inside, and then it had a slip to also give you a free soda. So I asked Tristan to pick out my mystery bag, so he picked out this one for me. And I opened it up, and inside we got the He-Man Masters of the Universe Slime Pit edition of He-Man. And it has the convention sticker on it, Funko Limited Edition for the Emerald City Comic Con. So it's a nice piece, mint shape. I already have it, 2019 release. But this is a good pop, so that was a great... I mean, it was free, but even if you had bought the mystery bags, he was selling the mystery bags for $20. But I got a free mystery bag because of my wheel spin, so that's definitely a good value there. And I told Tristan he was going to get all of my money. That was pretty well the only vendor that I planned to spend any money with. But on my way back from the autographs, I ran into the Freak Show Comics booth. Freak Show Comics is a shop that I have covered on the channel a few times. They're located in Niagara Falls. They closed the shop down for the day and went and set up at the Niagara Falls Comic Con. And there were a couple pops there that I had been looking for a while. Fairly priced. Freak Show always has fair prices. And I couldn't pass these up. They were selling them for a friend of theirs. And just some pops that you don't see very much. And I just had to grab these. I'm a big ad icon cereal Funko Pop collector. I don't have these in my collection. So I had to grab them. And they are none other than Sonny the Cuckoo. Maybe I should pull this off here. Let's see. Let's just take it out of the pop. That'd be easier. Sonny the Cuckoo from Cocoa Puffs. This was a Funko Shop limited edition back in the day. This is from 2017. Tough to get these cereal ad icons. It's number 9 you see in the series. Sonny the Cuckoo is Cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. Needed that one. And they also had another one that was Funko Shop limited edition cereal mascot. This is Silly Rabbit. Tricks are for kids. The Tricks Rabbit. Now this comes in 2 versions. There's a flocked version and a regular version. This is the normal version. So $190 for both of them. I thought that was a very fair price. So I'm pretty happy with that. So that was my purchases from Niagara Falls Comic Con. I didn't get to do a lot of shopping. I spent most of my time in lines waiting for autographs, surprisingly. And that's a whole nother story. So I'll make a video and explain that to you and show you what I got autographed. I'm very pleased with my autograph experience and with my purchases. Maybe, you know, if I had more time, I would have done more shopping. But in general, I don't think you can get a lot of good deals at a convention. So you can find rare stuff, but you're going to pay through the nose for it. These are pretty spot on for the pricing, fair pricing, mint boxes. Super happy to have these in my ad icons collection, number 9 and 10 in the cereal set. That's all I have to show you today. Thank you very much for watching. As always, I appreciate the time you spend here with me on my channel, and we'll see you tomorrow. Have a great day, everybody. Bye-bye.